Every legend leaves a trace. Some linger in memory, others in things that were never meant to fall into human hands. In the Myths Belief Store, you'll find artifacts, talismans, and relics steeped in the darkness of ancient faiths. Enter if you dare to touch what is forgotten and terrifying. Link in the description. In the sun-scorched lands of ancient Mesopotamia, where desert winds carried sand and the echoes of forgotten prayers, people whispered for thousands of years about a being whose name was never spoken after dark. A Demoness who haunted homes, wastelands, and dreams. A creature whose presence foretold sickness, death, and despair. Clay tablets were inscribed with spells meant to drive her away, yet no one truly believed she could be defeated. Her name sounded like a warning. Lamashtu. Lamashtu is one of the most terrifying figures in Sumerian, Akkadian, and Assyrian mythology. Unlike many demons, she was not a servant of the gods. She was an independent, conscious, and malicious entity who acted according to her own will. Ancient texts describe her as a hybrid of human and beast, the body of a woman, the head of a lion or jackal, sharp fangs, long claws, and prominent breasts emphasizing her feminine yet demonic nature. She was often depicted standing on the back of a donkey or drinking the blood of animals. In her hands, she held snakes, and her feet ended in talons like those of a predatory bird. Her face, half human, half beast, was said to reflect insatiable hunger and eternal hostility toward humankind. According to mythology, she was the daughter of the god Anu, giving her divine lineage, yet she was completely rejected by the heavens. Her nature was chaotic, wild, and unpredictable. She served no one. She had no master. She was a force that could not be tamed. In Mesopotamian belief, Lamashtu was the demon most feared within the home. She was said to hunt pregnant women, newborns, and infants. Her presence was believed to cause deadly illnesses in children, miscarriages and dangerous childbirth complications, nightmares and sleeplessness, fevers, infections, and sudden death, hauntings of homes and wells. Many incantations describe her as a being who drinks the blood of infants, steals the breath of sleeping victims, and brings diseases that even priests could not cure. Her power was so great that people believed she could pass through walls, doors, and magical barriers. To protect themselves from Lamashtu, Mesopotamians used amulets depicting the demon Pazuzu, the only being capable of driving her away. Paradoxically, to save a child, one had to invoke another demon. This alone shows how deeply Lamashtu is feared. Magical texts call her she who brings death, the devourer of bones, and the mother of demons. Her symbolism is tied to disease, night, the desert, and the untamed force of destructive femininity. Although Lamashtu is not as widely known today as demons from Greek or Norse mythology, her image appears in many modern works, usually as an archetype of a dark, supernatural female entity. In video games, she appears in Doom, where demons inspired by her take on hybrid animal-woman forms, in Assassin's Creed Origins, which references Mesopotamian demonology, and in the Elder Scrolls, where echoes of her myth appear in descriptions of ancient female demons. In films and series, her presence is felt in The Exorcist, where Pazuzu, her mythological adversary, plays a central role, in Constantine and Supernatural, which feature demons preying on children, and in works inspired by Middle Eastern mythology. In literature, she appears in demonology texts, dark fantasy novels, and academic studies of Mesopotamian religion. Her image has become a symbol of primal fears, illness, night, and the loss of offspring, fears that have haunted humanity since the dawn of time. Lamashtu is one of the oldest and most terrifying demonic figures in human history. A being without mercy, without allegiance, without rules. Her legend survived millennia because it touches the deepest human anxieties, fear for life, for family, and for what lurks in the dark. Which interpretation of Lamashtu feels closest to you, the embodiment of pure evil, or a symbolic echo of ancient fears and unexplained tragedies?